and welcome back to my FC25 Southampton series. We are almost 2 weeks into January, so it is time for some FA Cup action. And the biggest tie of the round sees Manchester United travel to the Emirates to face Arsenal, reigniting the old rivalry. But no one really cares about that now, do they? There's been a few surprise results already this weekend as Bristol City beat Wolves 2-1. West Brom came away from the Vitality Stadium with a 1-0 win, seeing them into the next round at the expense of Bournemouth. Norwich saw off Brighton handily with a 2-0 win, and Luton shocked Forest on their home patch with a 3-1 victory, ensuring the Hatters find themselves in the hat for the next round. We want to make sure we're not on the end of a cup upset ourselves as we take on Swansea. But before we get into that, we have received a couple more offers. We'll start with the offer for Ryan Manning, and although it seems like a fair enough price, it's just not a move that I could actually see happening. I even searched up PSV defenders and they already have like 3 left backs I think, so I have no idea why they're even interested in Manning. So we'll just reject that and move on to the offer from Fulham for Aribo. Now this is a move I could potentially see happening, and for Aribo himself it would be a step up. However, it's like the opposite situation we had with Manning. The actual offer itself is pretty poor. They've not even offered 3 million, so we're going to send our assistant back and ask for 5 million to make it more worthwhile, and we won't settle for anything less than 4 million, so if they really want him, they better fork out the money. A couple of our youth players have gained some more familiarity with specific roles, which is nice. Benzekri now has mastered the sweeper-keeper role, while Paredes now has a basic understanding of the wide midfielder role. But there's still plenty of room for more development. But back to the senior squad and for our FA Cup clash with Swansea. I don't know their squad well enough to really know how random that probable lineup is, but anyway, their playstyle is tiki-taka, which could be pretty interesting. With this being a game where we're actually the favourites for once, I figured we could maybe go with a different training drill. It will be a different team as well, so it's a chance for a few players to impress. Instead of the usual stop the wall, we're going to go with game crossing scenarios because it's a bit more of an offensive training drill, and it gives a good few players some temporary attacking playstyles. So 9 changes, and in goals comes McCarthy. Wellington and Sugawara take up the fullback positions, and because we are the stronger team on paper, they are being deployed as more traditional wing backs to be a bit more offensive. Bellicott, Chapman, Harwood, Bellis keep their place in the team because we are still short of centre back options, but Harwood Bellis does move into the middle to become the ball playing defender, and then Wood comes in place of Bednarek at right centre back. We've got Fraser at left midfield and Amo Amayo at right midfield, both playing as traditional wingers. Smallbone gets the holding midfield duties, while Lallana gets to be a bit more of a playmaker for Archer up front in the striker position. Let's get into the cup.
The magical feeling of match day and the desire to lose yourself in the moment, that's what today is all about. A meeting of 2 talented sides ready to go at it in front of a capacity crowd, not to mention the eyes of the wider football world. Keep it right here for live coverage on EA TV.
And a warm welcome to you from Southampton, where we're at the wonderful St Mary's Stadium. My name's Guy Mowbray. Sue Smith is alongside me for commentary, and every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It's Southampton, and they face Swansea City.
I think it'll be quite fluid and maybe move to a 3-5-2 when they go forward. They must make sure that they commit players forward to support that lone striker so that they're not isolated.
Oh, that's superb technique to get past. Adam Lallana. Decent looking attack this. They'll have a go here. And good work from the keeper. Played into the box. Well, maybe he was distracted, but that's a miss. To edge ahead. Oh, really good goalkeeping there.
They just need that clinical finish now.
And now from going close, they have to close things up themselves. And there it is. Oh, but the flag goes up. It's not going to count.
Well, it looked close, didn't it? He certainly thought so as well, and he's making that clear to the assistant.
This could be threatening. Trying his luck. The job not done yet. Well, a tame-headed effort and too close to the keeper to pose any real challenge. Well, what a place to lose the ball just when the chance was on. It's nice possession. Is there a goal to take the lead coming? And a cross that could be dangerous. And the defence tidies up nicely. Good work to beat the challenge. Great chance here. And the shot thwarted. And the first 45 minutes have come and gone here at St Mary's.
So I'm actually pretty happy with the first half display. Amayo has impressed me quite a bit. He's very comfortable on the ball and always seems to be on the move off of it. Fraser and Wellington have combined well down the left, and I thought the cross from Fraser for the disallowed goal was actually pretty much perfect, and the headed finish itself from Archer was brilliant too. I did suspect he was offside as the cross went in, but he played to the whistle, and oh well, it was disallowed. Signs that we are more than capable of scoring are there. Now we just need to be a bit more aggressive in the final third. Swansea did get through a couple of times, but I can only think of one McCarthy save that really tested them. I know they've got twice as many shots, but I'm not too worried about them. We are just edging it on possession, although it is pretty much even, so we still need to stay focused in that second half, because I don't want to be eating my words at full time.
So nothing between them as the second half kicks off. So the will they or won't they discussions can now end.
Well, yeah, certainly a lot of focus on the boy over the last...
Oh, that's brilliantly saved. Corner kick played in. There still could be something happening here, and that is a quality bit of goalkeeping. Just sitting off here, inviting pressure. The chance to cross here. Making decent progress here. He takes it on. Going. A move of real promise developing. Well, it was looking good, but ultimately nothing doing. And the forward progress continues with a good ball. It's in! Deadlock broken! And just how crucial could that prove to be?
Well, we can see it again now, and what a wonderfully weighted pass this is. It's inch perfect. And then it's quite the finish too. Struck with real venom, and that's what makes it difficult for the keeper.
Now, can he pick out the right option? Now it needs a good ball in. That set up the chance. And he's won the ball to stop the goal. We have to think quickly here.
So I wanted to include this bit to show you that I was trying to make some subs. I wanted to take Fraser and Smallbone off for Burton Diaz and Fernandez, but for some reason it didn't work. I think it's just one of those glitches of this year's game, but I think it might be because I tried changing the player roles or instructions. For whatever reason that's messed it up and it's glitched out, because as you can see Smallbone is still on the pitch, which I noticed pretty quickly and then went and changed a second time because for some reason it didn't stick.
This could be dangerous. Genuine chance. And they've scored again. That puts them further in front. What a position to be in.
Well, here we can see it again, and he just hits this so sweetly. You knew as soon as he connected with it that this was going in. But if this goes in, it could turn the game around. They are really getting behind them now.
Well, either side of the keeper, and it might have been something. And this could be. And And the ball is still alive. Oh, superb. Right place, great
But he
save.
just manages to keep it out. It's great goalkeeping.
Defence does its work. Now, this might be promising. Oh, chance here. Brereton Diaz. And it's cleared away from goal. Really good pass. Can he finish? And a great stop to turn the ball away. And it's all over, but not for the visiting fans. They can look forward to seeing where the competition takes them next.
Well, they deserved to go through, didn't they? With a better side throughout, they looked dangerous going forward and they worked so hard defensively. Overall, it's a really good team performance.
At half-time, I genuinely didn't see us losing. I felt like we were playing well and were more than capable of scoring. The fact that we couldn't score is probably what's annoyed me most about that game. The first goal kind of came from nowhere, a late run into the box and a great finish, but McCarthy shouldn't be beaten at his near post like that. Maybe Harwood Bellis was blocking his view, I don't know, we should have been able to stop that one, but anyway, there was still plenty of time to get an equaliser. They made subs just before the second goal and I tried to make subs at the same time, but it didn't work for some reason, like I said. So I think in my confusion at Smallbone still being in the pitch, I kind of lost a bit of concentration and then they went and made it 2-0. Again though, I think McCarthy should be saving that because it's not anywhere near the corner of the goal, but whatever. From there, I knew it was over. I still wanted a consolation goal, though I don't think we actually ever looked like scoring in that second half. The Swansea defence looked fresh as can be at full time. So yeah, we exit the cup. We fall at the first hurdle. The league is literally all we have left. No distractions now. We must stay up. Well, let's just be distracted for a little bit longer. We, of course, were on the wrong side of a cup upset, which proved to be the last real upset of the round, but that's not why we're here. The game's messed up somehow as Arsenal, for some reason, faced both Tottenham and Manchester United in the same round, beating Spurs 4-2 and, funnily enough, losing 4-2 to United. Not only that though, Crystal Palace beat Stockport 3-1, and then also, in the same round, beat Millwall 1-0. So, in the draw for the next round, Arsenal, rightly so, only appear once, as they'll face Cardiff, but Palace have been drawn against West Brom, and then also Chelsea. So, yeah, well done EA, you've done it again. I'll keep a wee eye on this, just because I'd kind of like to see an all-Palace final. And moving on, we have received another offer for Tyler Dibbling. This time it is from Fiorentina, and it's a pretty nice offer for a 67 rated player. The offer coming in at just over 2 million from the Italian outfit. But no disrespect to Fiorentina, I just don't want to sell unless it's to a proper big team. So we'll just reject that offer and get going with our next match, which is away to Manchester United. And they've obviously had their major problems in the league this past year, but I expect it will be much different in game, just like their lineup will be much different to what's been suggested here. But yet again, we face a team that's really utilising the wings. We have a 66% success rate against teams playing with a wing play tactical style so far. So we have reason to feel positive about this game, but it could very easily go very wrong for us. So to try and give us a better chance at success, we're going to go with the old reliable stop the ball training drill. And then after that disaster in the cup, everyone comes back in, so we have what seems to be currently our strongest 11, which is Ramsdale, Walker-Peters, Harwood Bellis, Bednarek, Bellicott, Manning, Ugachukwu, Fernandez, Dibbling, Cornet and Onuachu leading the line. So, here we go.
This is the kind of occasion we all relish as football fans. Non-stop hype all week long, and now for the action. Hello to you on a cracking night here at the Theatre of Dreams, Old Trafford. I'm Derek Ray, and my commentary partner here on the gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham player Stuart Robson. And we've got Premier League action coming right up. It's Manchester United up against Southampton. Well, this is something they clearly need to improve upon. I'm talking about the record away from home.
Yeah, still without a win away from...
In position, and did just enough defensively. Cornet, will he finish? And the goalkeeper covered a lot of ground to push that away from danger. Good idea. And the keeper more than equal to the task. Trying to deliver it accurately. Appeared to be in two minds. And a time for calm on the ball. Mount. Oh, big chance. Being egged on by the crowd. And a goal! 1-0 it is. They've been pushing for the opener, and now they have it. Encouraging stuff from United. Wonderful chance. And that's a very good parry. This could be troublesome. He got a good palm on it. Maxwell Cornet needs to clear it away. And the attack fizzling out. Surely! And a goal! Real excitement here, the equaliser.
Well, here it is again, and the clearance just isn't good enough. Giving up possession in a dangerous area, just poor defending all round.
Can they trouble the opposition this time? Must take the lead here. Oh, he's been denied. Let's see about the delivery. And a goal! In the lead again! Fully deserved! Takes it on. Well, the keeper very decisive.
That was quite a frustrating first half on the whole, to be honest. The first 10 minutes was incredibly sloppy from us. We just couldn't string two passes together. At least we could say that we were able to keep United at bay. We finally found a rhythm, and Cornet had a couple of really good chances in quick succession and probably should have scored one, but it is what it is. Soon after, I think United broke from our corner and scored with their first shot. It's a bit annoying, but I'm more annoyed by the fact I wasn't able to do more defensively, because it's like the centre-backs just let Xerxes go through as if he was offside, even though he was clearly on. Ahmad was probably close to being offside, but he obviously wasn't, and then it just took too long for the defenders to react. So yeah, that was rather annoying. But anyway, we were a bit shaky after the goal, but eventually found our rhythm again. And after a bit of faffing about from both teams, the boy wonder, Tyler Dibbling, managed to skip past United's new centre-back signing, Tapsoba, and poked it past the keeper to equalise. Keeper probably should have done better, but we're not complaining. It was pretty even from then on, and just when I thought we'd be going into half-time on level terms, Walker-Peters' poor attempt at a headed clearance falls straight to Rashford in acres of space, who then volleys it, rather tamely I might add, past Ramsdale, who I feel probably should have done better as well. Just edging it on possession. They've obviously had more shots. 2-1 at half-time, I suppose. It could have been worse.
And the ball moving again, advantage United, but plenty of time for a few twists and turns here. Making a bit of headway. It should be! And hit with ferocity. It was close, but not quite good enough. Bruno Fernandes. Corner kick to United. And over it comes. Could still be dangerous. Well, they can keep possession of it now. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Well, they need to get bodies back. Oh, to level the match. Keeper did his job to begin with. Crossing possibilities. And drawing it back. And a goal here for Manchester United. They are the big favourites now.
Well, here's the replay. He's done well to get his head up, pick out a teammate, and then it's a top-class strike from Fernandes. His technique is absolutely spot on. Just look at the power he generates here.
Wasteful from Southampton. United might be able to cash in. Oh, big opportunity! The defender put in the challenge, and it might be a red card. And it was always going to be crystal clear for the referee in terms of the decision.
Well, he had to make a tackle, didn't he? Unfortunately, it wasn't a good one.
And a goal, almost bewitching in its beauty. Excellent technique.
Well, let's see this again, because that's a fantastic bit of technique. To get that much movement and accuracy on the strike needs the perfect contact on the ball, and he's certainly got that.
20 minutes to go in this one. Good ball over the top. Delivering it into the box. And this time it's in! Fabulous goal! And Southampton come away with it. Can they take advantage? And able to close down the shot. Going well. Fernandes. Plays it back. Well, he would have been disappointed had he spilled that once.
50-50 this one. He twisted his knee. He's been trying out, but I'm not sure he can carry on.
Cheers, Jeff. Well, that's one for them to pursue. Could reduce the deficit. Oh, right in the nick of time. Well, good run, this. Now, what can he do with it? Just wait on the pass. Now he's got to stay calm.
So yeah, it wasn't great, but all things considered, it wasn't terrible either. Onuachu really should have scored on that breakaway to make it 2-2, but he didn't, and then shortly after that they were up the other end and Bruno made it 3-1. And if you give Bruno that much space, he will usually punish you, especially if you're a weaker team. Then, not long after that, Bednarek was a bit out of position. The ball went through for Xerxes, so I reacted poorly by sliding in and got Bednarek sent off. I knew straight away Bruno was going to score from the free kick, so it was basically game over from there. We pulled one back right after with a nice cross from Corney and a good headed finish from Onuachu to give us a glimmer of hope, and it gave me a reason to try, because I probably wouldn't have otherwise. Even though we played well from then on, we had some nice chances, probably defended better as a back four as well, so we might need to look at that, but the game finished 4-2. The stats would tell you it was a very even game. 50-50 possession, they had 11 shots, we had 9, so only 2 more than us. We attempted more passes. In the end, it was a poor result, although it's not all bad. Luckily for us, the other teams in the bottom 5 all lost as well, so even though we haven't closed the gap hasn't gotten any bigger, so that's pretty positive. That win has sent United shooting up the table from 14th to 10th, or at least it did until Brentford beat the league leaders Liverpool, so now United are in 11th. But somewhat surprisingly, Bournemouth now find themselves in 14th place, so they must be going through a really poor run of form because they had a great start to the season. But we have another game just a few days later against Nottingham Forest, so there's no time to dwell. Just before we play that game though, negotiations have broken down with Fulham as they feel like $5 million for Aribo is just so outrageous that they won't even consider anything else. For a Premier League club in today's market, that's a wee bit pathetic. Poor show, Fulham, poor show. Our first youth scout report came back and we signed a young Belgian winger with bags of potential, so let's see how he develops as time goes on. We have received another offer, this time for James Bree from Leganés, and while it's not really a move I'd expect to see in real life, I don't have any plans to use him, So who am I to get in his way of living up in sunny Spain? So we're just going to accept their offer and say goodbye, well, potentially say goodbye to James Bree. Now then, on to Nottingham and into the Forest. I'm becoming a bit of a broken record with these probable lineups being wrong, so I think we'll just skip over them from now on. Although that team actually looks pretty much spot on for once. But yeah, we'll just go straight to the tactical preset or tactical style, which for Forest is kick and rush, which could be interesting as it's not too different from counter-attack, so similar styles going head to head. Let's see how it goes. The usual training drill for us, however there is a different face there that you might have noticed. Bednarek is obviously suspended, but Flynn Downs, who's literally just back from injury, is going to get thrown straight in as we try something a bit different. We're going to go with a back 4 instead of a back 5 because that spell against United once Bednarek had been sent off, I actually felt way more comfortable in defence. So yeah, we're not making any dramatic changes, most of the team and their roles stay the same. We are going to bring in Brereton Diaz for Corney just to freshen it up a bit for this game, but yeah, the only real change comes in midfield as now Fernandes is playing in a more advanced role because we're going to go with 2 defensive holding midfielders. So we're still going to be a bit defensive, but hopefully now we'll be able to keep our shape a bit better. Obviously nothing changes with Onuachu, he's still the poacher up front. But as I said earlier, Fernandes is playing in a more advanced position and he gets the role of playmaker to hopefully make a bigger impact further up the pitch and maybe be provider for the likes of Dibbling, who's still deployed as an inside forward on the right, or for whoever is playing as the winger on the left. Having both Downs and Ugochukwu playing as holding midfielders is what really allows us to push Fernandes forward. Our 2 centre backs are now both ball playing defenders, as it would make it a bit unbalanced if it was just one of them. Manning continues as a false back while Walker Peters is now allowed to support the attack a wee bit as a wing back. So this could be absolutely disastrous, or it could be the start of some new foundations. Let's see how it goes.
2 sides ready to give it their all in what promises to be 90 minutes of end-to-end football. Stay with us for every kick of the ball.
Hello and welcome to the City Ground in Nottingham. Guy Mowbray with you for commentary. Delighted to be joined by Sue Smith. And it's all about the Premier League here. It's Nottingham Forest and they face Southampton. Dennis. He'll take this on. Well, it turned out to be fairly routine for the keeper. He'll happily collect that. Showing good wit with this attack. What a chance. Excellent work in goal there. Well saved. Brereton Diaz. Lovely weighted pass. What a chance here. And the goalkeeper does what he's there to do. And there's the whistle, and that's it for the first half at the City Ground.
I'm pretty happy with how that went, at least from a defensive standpoint. We didn't create too much, mainly because the Forest defence is solid, but they never really created anything either, so we'll just put that down to how our defence played as well. We had a bit more possession, but that was pretty much the story of Forest's season. They didn't have much possession all season, but they still were flying high, at least till the latter stages. Downs has played well. I'm quite liking the system so far, but that might just be because of the opposition we're playing against. Only 4 shots between the 2 teams in the first half, which explains the rather short highlight package. But I'd take a 0-0 right now. Let's see how it goes.
The second 45 gets underway, and we're still waiting for the opening goal. A chance to deliver into the box. Picked out nicely. And that is a quality bit of goalkeeping. And behind it goes for a corner. Maybe the moment to take the lead. Over it comes. And that's not properly away yet. Having a try. Great chance here. It's in. 1-0. And all the pressure made to count. Clearly the better team to this point.
Well, here it is again, and this is great pressure, high up the field. They don't just go in ones and twos, they all go together, and that makes it so difficult to play out. Then it's a nice finish after that.
The game needed a goal, that's what we've got. But what sort of response will we see now? Now, this has to be. Oh, you can't stop them now. They've got another in double quick time.
Well, here's the replay, and it's an inch-perfect pass this is. Shows great awareness to set up the chance. And then once he's through, there was never any doubt, was there? Hits it hard and true, and the keeper just can't react in time.
So off we go, 2-0 the score now. Arsenal have completed the transfer they've been working on. Is it a good move all round, Sue?
Yeah, it's a good transfer, isn't it? And I'm sure he'll have
Oh, what an opportunity this is! And another opportunity goes on by. Corner kick played in. Making decent progress here. And the goalkeeper has taken that easily. It wasn't the best ball in. Morgan Gibbs-White. Could be something on. Well, he caught that with everything he's got, but it's missed the target handsomely. Not a lot of time for him. And they need to be better on the ball than that. No problem at all in keeping that one out. Milenkovic. Could turn out to be a really good ball. A really good interception to take the ball. Free kick given here, and a real chance to threaten the goal. Goes for goal! And denied by the woodwork.
Well, what a goal that would have been. I'm surprised he took it on, to be honest. It's a long way out, but oh, so close.
Wood. Good defending to prevent any damage. And it's all over, with the away fans able to celebrate the win and the 3 points.
Yeah, it was a good result and performance. I thought they always looked dangerous going forward. They kept the ball well in midfield, and I'm sure the manager will be happy.
That was a little bit surprising, if I'm honest. A huge slice of luck for the first goal, a couple of nothing chances that were blocked, and the second one deflected right onto Onuachu's path, and he just managed to hit it past Sales from pretty close in, so he couldn't do much about it. I think he was around about the penalty spot. Sales was coming out to him. He was too close to react in time. So yeah, Forest went a bit gung-ho from the kickoff, and we were pretty aggressive ourselves, winning it off them quickly and countering while most of the Forest players were still running towards our goal. A nice pass from Brereton Diaz and a calm and composed finish from Fernandes made it 2-0. And from then on, it was just about seeing it out, not making any silly mistakes. There were times I wanted to go and try and win the ball, but I held back and just ushered their play sideways. They did manage to get through a couple of times, but we were able to put them off enough to stop them from really testing Ramsdale. Downs was outstanding all game, and I think having that extra midfielder really made the difference. It's a massive win, and a away win too, which is the first time we've done that this season, so that's nice. It's a win that takes us off the bottom of the table and up to 18th, as we are now a point ahead of Ipswich and Wolves, who both lost. We are still effectively 5 points from safety, so there's still plenty of work to do, but that'll pretty much do it for this episode. Just before I go though, I have just recently got back from a holiday and I've been pretty busy with work since I got back, so that's why this episode has been so delayed, and because of that the next one will probably be a little bit delayed too, so hopefully you will bear with me, because it looks like the season is just like the weather, really hotting up. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.